Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with Warhammer 40,000 Sanctus Reach. That's right. Now you probably have quite a few questions. The first one being, where the hell have you been? I don't have an answer for that. But I do have an answer of what this game is and how quite phenomenal it is considering this is only a demo that I've played so far. So yes, to start off, let's give a brief description straight from the Steam page of what exactly Warhammer 40K Sanctus Reach is. Warhammer 40,000 Sanctus Reach brings you to a dark era of carnage and endless war. There is no peace among the stars. The Imperium of Man is beset on all sides by all kinds of threats. Among them is the Orkz, a barbaric and warlike Xeno race. One of the fiercest leaders, Gruck Face Ripper, leads his Red Wog in the Sanctus Reach system. World after world fall to billions of Orkz, until only one last planet resists the green tide, the night world of Alaric Prime. This is where a brave company of Space Wolves makes its stand to defend the last bastion of mankind in the system. So essentially, that's the story of the game. There's going to be in the full version of it 2 campaigns. Basically, let's see, Stormclaws, the first with over 20 missions and skirmishes, and Hour of the Wolf with over an additional 25 missions and skirmishes. So in all, you're going to be looking at about 45 missions where you focus on the exploits of the Space Wolves. Now, as of yet, I don't think there's going to be any main focusing on the Orkz. Or I could be wrong, actually. You could very well focus on the Orkz as well. Again, I've only played a little bit of a demo here, so I don't have 100% of an idea of what the final product's going to be like. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that what I have played so far of the singular mission available is that this game is looking pretty damn good. So I'm going to stop rambling, and we're actually going to take a look at Warhammer 40,000 Sanctus Reach and see if it's worth your time. Alright, so starting out, we get a tactical view that basically shows us the victory points we have to capture, how many turn limits we have to take the points, and yes, some Xenos Elite heavy armor and whatnot. So we actually spawn right here. You can see our Space Wolves there. I have played this mission a couple times, so I can tell you for sure that the Xenos Elite Heavy Armor is going to be Def Dreads. And we get a little surprise later on in the mission, so we'll see what else we get. Now, for anyone who's familiar with Warhammer Armageddon, or even other strategy games from Slytherin that focus on kind of the wargame aspect, there tend to be turn limits, so this is no surprise. As in this game right here. So let's go ahead and take a look-see at what we can do first. Well, you start out with a list of units that you can put into the game. You have a certain amount of points that you can spend, which is in this case 3,500. Crom Dragon Gaze comes preset in there. You have to take him into battle, which I'm cool with. But we have quite a few other fellows who can come with us. Now, from my experience, some strong weapons to use are the Land Speeder Squadrons, so we're going to have both of the Land Speeders here. I like the long-range missile units, and definitely the las cannon guys. The las cannons kind of operate as an anti-vehicle and sniper unit. It can pretty much one-hit most infantry units from what I've seen, which is incredibly convenient, especially when most of your weapons tend to be spray weapons, which kind of dish out damage all around. So yes, we've got that. We're also going to have Edgel here. Edgel Red Fist, a personal favorite of mine. And what else do we want? What else? Definitely a Grey Hunter pack. I've had good experience with the transport, so we're going to have at least one of those. Let's get this other Grey Hunter. Definitely need the Dreadnoughts. The Dreadnoughts are nasty. Especially the autocannons, the twin-linked autocannon on the right side of it. Pretty damn good. Who else should we bring in? Probably some Blood Claws, because we're going to need some bullet sponges, because let's be real, that's exactly what they're here for. And we can bring out another transport if we want, or we can instead get Hengist. We can get Beoric Winterfang, or we can get some Terminators. And here we go. We've got a Heavy Flamer Terminator. We've got some Thunderwolves. We've got the basically assault terminators with their thunder hammers, and we've got the just plain old regular terminators who have storm bolters. We'll probably go with the I can't talk today apparently. The storm bolter ones, they seem pretty good. We can instead also choose to have Mr. Beoric Winterfang here, or we can have another transport, which I think we're gonna go, oh, we can go with the wolves. You know what, I haven't tried out the Thunder Wolves yet, so we're gonna try them. So here we go, here's our starting group. Let's see how we do. Alright, so we've got the first turn. Now, the way the game works is you can pretty much move all of your units first before your enemy goes, which is pretty standard for most turn-based strategy games. It's not like one unit moves and then another unit moves. So with that in mind, how should we start out? Well, I think we'll go ahead and select the land speeder, which we have now. And we are going to left click on over here. Kind of keep it off to the left a bit. Oh crap, I've got the Rhino transport. I'm already messing up. Wow, we just started playing! That's alright. We're going to go ahead and lay down some storm bolter fire on those shooter boys over there. Yeah, doing a little bit of damage. Not bad, not bad. Fire again. Oh, really? Give it to him. Alright. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright, so let's get the land speeders this time, for sure. We're going to put them over here to the small structure. We're going to turn it. We can actually start opening fire on the Kill-A-Can if we want, because the Kill-A-Can has armor, so it's going to be a little bit more tough to destroy. Or we can focus on the shooter boys, which I think we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and just take a couple pop shots here, or pot shots at the shooter boys, do some damage. As you can see, each individual unit actually has health within the group, which is an interesting mechanic. I actually kind of like it, to be honest. So it means even though you lose one or two, the whole group is not completely out of action just because two guys went down. And I freaking love that. They just got completely gibbed by the assault cannon fire, which is just absolutely wonderful. Let's see, who else do we want to do? We'll go ahead and bring up our Dreadnought and start firing the autocannon. I think we can fire on the Kill-A-Can, or do we want to shoot on the boys there? Well, it does have blocked line of sight, but it's only 15%. But then again, that debris is covering it too. No, it's not. It's just the one on the front. Alright, we could do that, or we could just shoot at the Orc boys, which might be an easier shot. So let's do that. Let's fire on the Orc boys. Boom! Oh my goodness gracious. They were not ready for the amount of pain we just dished out. Wonderful. Look at that. Almost wiped the whole squad. Wiped the whole squad. And again, I just want to reiterate, this is a very early build of the game. So some of the animations that are in the game are not final. Some of the sound effects or whatever in the game are not final. Some of the blood effects may not be final either. So just go ahead and mentally prepare yourself for all that whilst you're watching this particular video. If you have not already seen it on one of many people's channels, you can see quite a few people are having a blast with this game, because so far it's really good actually. It's not quite like Armageddon, and it's not quite like, obviously, like Dawn of War or anything like that. It's kind of in the middle. Like it's got a really good look to it. First off, like I really enjoy the way everything is kind of animated and designed. Like, it looks wonderful. Like, it's not the best looking game on the planet, but it definitely looks good. And my Fraps is like throwing us down to like 23 FPS. Ah, the lack of optimization on my PC is wonderful. But it is what it is. Needless to say, I really like the detail that's been put into each unit. It's really nice, really nice. Considering the engine's been built from the ground up, and this is the company's first actual game, it's pretty interesting to see that they've created something that looks as good as this does, to be absolutely honest. So that's one of the things I'm kind of excited about right off the bat. All right, so what do we want to do? Do we want to move our land speeder up the center? We can do this. We'll move it around the side. Now, we do notice, if we look at the minimap to the bottom right, that there is orcs to our right and also to our left. Yeah, see, those dudes act like they're trying to ambush something, but we have line of sight on them, so I'm not too scared. Now, we really only have a shot on these orc boys in the front, so let's just go ahead and put them in the dirt. Oh, wow, we didn't. Let's try again. Oh, we sure as hell did that time. A much better shot. So 108. These orcs are quite damaged, if I do say so myself. We could take up our blood claws, or we could leave them here first. I think we'll leave them here first. No reason to send them in to die too early. They are going to be wonderful fodder for us after all. We're going to send in the las cannon unit to the right. The las cannons can shoot really far. See, like really effing far. You see that? They can shoot like a whole map away. So, because well, there's one unit blocking. We'll move these guys out of the way over here to the right. And let's see if it'll still let us shoot with our las cannons. Yes, it will. We can take a shot at the orc boys or the knobs. I think we're going to fire at the knobs. What's still blocking the shot? Is there something blocking the shot? I don't see anything blocking the shot. So apparently something's blocking it. Whatever, maybe it's just too far away. It's not that big of a deal. Let's try firing again. Yeah, something's blocking it there. I'm not quite sure what, but it's not that important. On the next turn, maybe that's just out of range for them or something. Weird. Anyway, let's see. What else do we want to do? I want to send one missile unit over to the left. We're going to pick the one that's closer because basically my idea is we're going to send the Dreadnought, the transport, one speeder, and one ranged unit to the left side to go deal with the elite heavy Xenos armor that's over there. But we also have elite Xenos armor in the center, and we're going to want to go straight on forward. We'll move our Terminators up to the front, and that's a good position for them. Open fire if you actually hit anything. Good job. Nice. They gibbed a cup. Wow, they did much better than I thought they were going to do. Yeah, go ahead and finish that group off. Pew, 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 pew. Ooh, get owned. I love it. Alright, so that's another group taken out. We can bring our Grey Hunter pack up, and we'll do that. We'll move them to the front. They have a shot on those knobs back there, so open fire. Good shot. Well, not really. That was actually a very horrible shot. That was an equally horrible shot. Whatever. I'm not that concerned about it. Wow, these Thunderwolves can really move in a turn. I dig that. We'll put the Thunderwolves right here. We'll kind of try to do like a flanking maneuver. Wow, they're fast. I dig it. I dig it. Again, I haven't actually used the Thunderwolves yet, so this is going to be an interesting for what we'll see them do. We'll go ahead and move the Blood Claws up. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I decided to anyway. We're going to move Edgel to the left with the Grey Hunters over there. And we'll move Crom Dragon Gaze to the front as well. And I think that's pretty much everyone that's moved or needs to move. And let's go ahead and end our turn and see what happens. Let's see what the orcs counteract with. Not much. They're moving into range of our units. Only 2 units actually reaction fired. So that's something else about this game is you actually have reaction fire. Generally it's based on the arc of your unit or the range to how they react to the enemy. Oh no! Oh, my wolf. Oh, it's okay. They didn't take much damage. Just 37. Alright, and we got some more. Who are these? Are these just regular dudes? I guess they are. My little Thunderwolf thing is glitched up there. Oh, we got quite a few groups coming in. I think these are just regular sluggers, so I'm not too concerned about them. No, just yep, definitely just regular slugger boys. That's alright. I'm not too concerned. We can send in our wolf to flank from the side. Give a good old power axe attack. Boom! Oh wow, we didn't even hurt them. They dodged. Try again. There we go. That was a much, much better hit. Who else we got over here? We can get our Blood Claws in from the side and just go ahead and do some damage. Chainsword attack. Let's go, baby. Wonderful. Good hit. Give me another one. Give me another one. Yes, we will cut them down indeed. Alright. So we'll probably send this other Blood Claw group to attack those sluggers as well. And we'll go ahead and do that now, actually. I want to get these Blood Claws out of the way of our las cannons. So attack from the rear. Do some damage. Come on, give me a kill. Give me a kill. There we go. Complete group wipe. That's what Daddy likes. Alright, so we're going to move over here. And what else do we want to do? These Wolfguard Terminators. We'll stand them there for the moment. But we will move our las cannon fellas up so that they can take some shots at this Kill-A-Can. I want to bring it down as fast as possible. Ooh, wonderful hit. Took out a freaking half of its health in 2 shots. That's just beautiful. So we'll take this other land speeder. Maybe this one? Yeah, we'll take the other one just because there's so many groups coming off from the other side there. Chance to hit. Pretty good. Well, we'll move up a bit. better. 105%. Open fire, do some damage. I was kind of hoping that was going to... There we go. Got a crit hit on him. I was about to say, I was kind of hoping it was going to do more damage. Is that a kill? Nice. There we go. Doing freaking work, baby. I love it. I absolutely love it. So our land speeder has a major height advantage right now, but this also means that he is visible from further away. So that's one thing to keep in mind. We are going to send in our Rhino transport, but how far can our Dreadnought go first? Alright, so we don't want to do that yet. We just want to move the Dreadnought up a little bit. I don't want to bring... Oh, nope, don't use your flamer yet, buddy. I don't want to bring him all the way up into the line, like my transport up into the line of sight of these Ork boys without some support. So we want to just kind of peek around the corner, open fire. We got 2 of them. Good shot. We're going to bring in our rocket guys right behind here. Looks wonderful to me. Phenomenal, phenomenal. And Mr. Dragon Gaze here, what are you going to do? You want to go to the left, Dragon Gaze? What kind of abilities you got? Master Crafted Weapons, Tempest Ammo, Wolf Lord, Frost Rage, Triple Melee Attack, Belt of Rust, and Stalker Sight, +2, +30%. Actually, you know what? You probably should go to the center. Stick to the center. And we'll just move our soldiers up a little bit. Oh, Space Marines! There we go. Open fire. And do not a whole bunch. That's okay. I actually probably should have shot at these shooter boys over here to the left. What was I thinking? That's alright. Edgel and Crom are going to back up the rear here. And we're basically going to close the distance as fast as possible between us and the shooter boys. But we also want to be careful. We don't know what all the enemy has up there. They could have a whole bunch. They could have a whole little. But anyway, let's take a look to our right side. Things aren't looking so swell over there. The Orks have quite a few guys ready for us. So we want to open fire and do some work. I just love some of these animations. Like, I really like that little crouching one the Space Wolf soldiers are doing there. Just when they fire. It looks really good. Looks really good indeed. Some of the melee animations could probably use some work, but that's okay. For the most part, most of these animations are solid and look great. I'm loving it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get gibbed, baby. Get gibbed. There we freaking go. That right there is what Daddy's talking about. Oh, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's bring in these Terminators. They're going to use their Storm Bolters on this group right here. See how much damage we can put down. Okay. Alright, we did more than I thought. Alright, so let's just go ahead and hopefully we'll finish that group off. Good job. Completely just demolished them. I love it. And that's pretty much our move. We'll bring one group of Blood Claws to the east and start moving that way. Everybody else has gone. Oh, I keep forgetting about this guy. That's not good. I completely forgot a whole unit. Look at me go. That's alright. No big deal. We'll move them up right in the center. Can their rockets hit that? Ooh, they can, but they might hit our teammates. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens when we just take pot shots. Woo! Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We shot right past our Terminators, luckily, and we hit the Ork boy dead on, damaging his morale heavily. Let's take a second one. Oh, yes, there we go. It was a kill that time. Good job, Longfangs. Good freaking work. That's wonderful. So that ends our second turn, and I'm really enjoying this game. Actually, I can't wait for the full release. The full release I don't think it comes out until January or February. But needless to say, I'm really excited for it so far. It's an interesting take. It's definitely a war game. Like, a lot of people are asking or feeling like it looks a lot like the tabletop, which honestly, it kind of does. But at the same time, it's significantly different at the same time. I mean, as far as the other games that have come out for Dawn of War are concerned, or excuse me, for Warhammer are concerned, this is probably the closest to the tabletop that has currently been released. So I would probably agree with that assessment to some degree, but at the same time, there's still quite a few fundamental rules different between the tabletop and between Sanctus Reach. Honestly, the best way to describe this is somewhere as a mix between Warhammer 40K Armageddon and the tabletop itself. And I think that's probably the best way to look at it. And I mean, truly, that's a good way to look at it because A, the tabletop's freaking awesome, and B, Warhammer Armageddon is freaking awesome. So, all things considered, I'm definitely not complaining. A couple of other features probably worth mentioning that are going to be in the final product. There's definitely going to be multiplayer in the game, which will be fun. I do believe it's through Slytherin's usual play-by-email ethos, so what they normally do for their multiplayer games, which is not a bad way to do it. And I personally, I'm just excited to actually start seeing some real gameplay coming out with this game. Like, the more I can't wait for it to come out. I want to play it. I want to play it more, because apparently there's progression, as you can see, as you get like experience and stuff like that. Your soldiers get more elite. They get better abilities and so on, which is a really cool concept as well, because, well, I mean, any game where there's any amount of progression, where your soldiers just keep getting better the more they fight, is awesome. I love games that do that. And this is no exception. This one's definitely going the same route. Oh, we're getting shot at. Reaction fire. Don't die. Okay, good. They didn't die. Move, move, move. Chainsword. Hit him with a chainsword. Ooh, there we go. Get another one in. Come on, come on. You're not done yet. Oh, that reaction hit, reaction hit. That's okay. We'll get another swing. And we gibbed him. I love it. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Commissar Bro taking a look at Sanctus Reach. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that I've assisted you in choosing what future games you wish to purchase, because, you know, that's like my whole thing, right? That's what I do. Anyway, I hope you picked this one up. It's going to be great. Now, you can imagine, you can hear my dog right now. She's sitting here barking. But anyway, I got to go. I'll catch you guys later.